So yesterday we have discussed about the very basic principle of QTP, that is record and playback mechanism. Like whenever you click on record and if you perform operation on any application, all your transactions will be converted as a VB scripting statements, and you can view that VB scripting statements in your test pane, right? Whenever we run it, the same transaction will be again repeated. That is what we'll call it as a record and playback that we have done it yesterday. Now we'll go ahead and we'll discuss about few more things now. Like we have types of recording modes. Basically, we have three types of recording modes. We'll go ahead and we'll discuss about that. And even we have discussed yesterday regarding the first one, preparing the tool. Yes. So how to handle like QTP identifies only the application. Yes. Even like giving a path tool so that it identifies only your AUT and it performs the transactions which work on only your AUT. Even that we have prepared the tool, right? So yesterday we have done with the two things. So today we are going ahead and we'll do with types of recording modes. Types of recording modes. So basically we have three types of recording modes in your QTP. Three types of recording modes. The first one, standard recording. Standard recording. And next one, analog recording. And third one, low level recording. So these are the three types of recording what we have generally in your QTP. So let's start with standard recording. So standard recording is a default recording mode. Standard recording is a default recording mode. So what is the default recording mode in the sense? So whenever you click on record, so automatically it will move on to your standard recording. There is no need to select standard recording separately. It is predefined. The settings has been developed in such a way that whenever we click on record, it ultimately moves to your standard recording only. So standard recording is your default recording mode. So yesterday we have done some record operations. In the sense we have done that standard operations yesterday. Okay. Now let's go ahead and let's discuss how this standard recording works exactly. Okay, so for that, let me take one application here. So standard recording. Just I am clicking on record. So I have clicked on record in the sense I have moved into a standard recording. You know that standard recording is a default recording mode. There is no need to select standard recording separately. So now we are in a standard recording mode. So I am writing the username. A script has been generated. I am writing Mercury. A script has been generated. I have clicked on OK button. A script has been generated. And even I am trying to do a few more operations here. File, open order. I'm trying to open an order number 5. Click OK. Yes. So file. I'm trying to send a fax to it. Enter some fax number. Click on send. Just stop the test. Just stop the test. So just have a look on this. What you have observed using this by looking at the script, what points you can get. The point 1 is for every user operations or else for every action you are getting a line of script. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. This is the point 1. Next point 2, what you need to remember, what you need to observe is just have a look on this. If I work on button, it is saying as a win button. Right? If I work on edit box, it is saying like win edit. If I work on check box, it is saying as a win check. Yes? Here win edit, win button, ActiveX, win button. So it is trying to give proper information of the object on which object you have worked, right? It is displaying the class of an object properly. It is displaying the class of an object properly, right? Just a minute, please.
అవునా మీరు 12 అంటారు కదా నేను అన్నాను 12 కొట్టేస్తారేమో కొంచెంసేపు ఉంటారేమో అనుకో నేను కాల్ చేస్తాను కన్ఫర్మ్ చేస్తాను
Now, yes, the point one, as I said, for each operation what you try to make, it is trying to give you in a separate line, right? P1, the point one, for every transaction it will give you a separate line. The point two, what you need to observe is, like it is trying to give you the class of an object. The proper class it is displaying. If you work on a button, it will say it as a button. If you are working on edit box, it is saying it as a bin edit. I mean to say the class of an object is properly displayed. Next, point three. Here, I have written something using keyboard in the username. I have written something called 5 using keyboard. So 111 is also have done using keyboard. So keyboard operations as well as mouse clicks. Even here click. I have clicked on send. I have clicked on button. I have clicked on this OK button. So mouse clicks as well as even the keyboard operations also working great. See here. Let me run the test. The point three what you need to remember is mouse clicks and keyboard operations. Keyboard operations working fine. This is the point three. Okay, so let me delete this. Let me run the test. So it will perform the keyboard operations as well as mouse movements, sorry, mouse clicks perfect. Keyboard operations in the sense the test data what I am trying to write using the keyboard action. Here it has been successfully logged in. Mouse clicks, so I have written 5 years here, I have written fax number 111, it has replayed it. So mouse clicks and keyboard operations it works great. So these are the 3 points what you need to remember about standard. And the major thing is that, just have a look on this. The major thing what you need to observe about your standard recording is. Just click on record. Just click on record. 5. This is a mouse click. Open order mouse click. Mouse click. Order number 5. This is a keyboard operation. Click OK. Mouse click. 5. Mouse click. Fax order mouse click. Entering 1111 fax number is also a mouse. What is it? Keyboard operation. Mouse click. Now I'm trying to give the signature here. This is mouse movement. So this is my signature. I am clicking on send. Just stop the test. Run it again. Just check it if it is a keyboard operations. If it is a mouse moves, it works excellently. But just check the mouse movement. Is that the signature what I made? Obviously no, right? So it is feeling difficulty to understand the mouse movements. If it is a mouse clicks and keyboard operations, it's work fine. When coming into the mouse movements, it will not work great with the mouse movements. It fails with the mouse movements. Properly, it will not display the mouse movements. This is what the disadvantage of your standard recording. So standard recording has advantages. The only drawback with the standard recording is it will not operate on mouse movements. It's really difficulty to understand the mouse movements and to work with mouse movements. Yeah. Now, just a minute, please. Okay. So come back. Now, the second type of recording mode is analog recording. Analog recording. The second type of recording mode is analog recording. This is what the standard is. Now let's go ahead and let's see what is the standard analog recording is and how it works. So just I am clicking on record here. So one thing, analog recording is not a default recording mode. So whenever you click on record, it will move on to the standard recording only. So analog recording should be separately selected. Analog recording doesn't come when you click on record directly. Okay. So whenever you click on record, in the sense it has moved into a analog recording actually. This is not a standard recording. Sorry. Whenever you click on record, in the sense it has moved into a standard recording. So now from the standard, we need to move on to the analog recording and we need to perform our activities. Analog recording. Now, the next one, analog recording. So analog recording is not a default recording mode. So we need to select that separately. So just click on record. So after clicking on record, we need to move on to the analog recording, right? As I said earlier, we need to move on to the analog recording separately. So let's see how to move on to the analog recording. So here, I guess you can see like a small icon saying as an analog recording, or else just go to the automation. Here you will get the analog recording. Analog recording. The thing is that just click on the analog recording. Here we'll be getting two options actually. Record relevant to the screen area, record relevant to the following window. The two options. So basically we'll be choosing the second option, record relevant to the following window. So I am saying that relevant to the following window. So which window I need to use? So to select that window, we need to use this hand symbol. See here, this hand symbol represents the selection tool actually. Everyone, Yes, have a look on this hand symbol, what I have highlighted here. Just click on this hand symbol. Once you click on this hand symbol, your mouse becomes like a hand symbol actually. After clicking on that hand symbol, the mouse becomes like a hand symbol. Then you need to identify your AUT and you need to capture that information. Okay, so just a minute. Let me minimize all these things from the screen. So, click on record, automation, analog recording. As I said, we need to select the second option, record and run only on, record relevant to the following window. Just click on this hand symbol and after clicking on a hand symbol, take your mouse and click on the application taskbar. You know what is application taskbar is, right? At the top of the application here. The point where I have highlighted here. Here we need to click. Okay. So just click on the hand symbol, move your mouse towards the application and click on the application taskbar. Now just have a look on this, as simple as that. Record relevant to the following window. What window? Login window. See here, window title login. That is the thing. So after that, just click on start analog recording. Now perform the analog recording. Write the agent name. I'm writing the agent name called Kiran. Any script? No, right? I'm writing Mercury now. Any script? No, right? I'm clicking on OK button. Any script? No. So just I'm clicking on stop. Just have a look on this. I've just clicked on stop. Now I got a line of script. See here? Track 1, what it is saying here. So it has recorded it and it even has a script, but we got the script only as one line. I mean to say, whenever we use analog recording, from record to stop, how many operations you may do? You may do 100 operations also. You may do 100 transactions also. It will display that in a single line. It records in terms of tracks. Okay, so it will give you in a single line. It will not display multiple lines, or else it will not display as standard recording. For the standard recording, for each operation what you try to do, it will try to give you in a separate line. But here it will not give you in a separate line. From record to stop, it will give you in a single line only. Yes, it records in terms of tracks actually. Just I am trying to run the test. Yes, it will execute now. It will write the username, it will write the password, it even clicks on OK button. No worries. It will do it and it is very fast when compared to your standard recording. Have a look on this. It has not written the agent name. Yes. So maybe I have given incorrect password over there. So that's the reason it's saying incorrect password. So, but anyways, it has written the username, password, and it has clicked on that OK button. So let me show you that once again. Let us create one more track, one more analog recording. Just click on record, automation, click on analog recording. Just click on application taskbar, start analog recording. Write the agent name called Kiran, password MERCURY, and click on OK and stop the rest. See here, it has given only in a single line. So from record to stop, how many operations you do? It will populate in only one line. So let me run the test now. It will write the username, it will write the password, it will click on OK button, and that too very fast. Done. Right? So this is what your analog recording is. So in analog recording, it will give you in a single line. From record to stop, it will give you in a single line. That's it, only one line. See here, I'm just clicking on record now. I'm just clicking on record. Go to analog recording. Just perform the activity on this flight reservation. Okay. Start analog recording. Enter some date of flight. Enter some flight. See here, no script. We are not getting any script actually. Even fly to. Even I'm clicked on flight button. No script. Just stop the test. Just stop the test. Have made 4 or 5 operations, but still no script which is representing that. Right? So if I run it, yes, now it will perform that very well. That's what I have done earlier. Now it will do it without any problem. See here. So it will give you in a single line. Yes, and moreover, the advantage of this is here. Even it will populate the mouse movements also. I would say even it works for the mouse movements also. So it will work for the mouse clicks, keyboard operations, as well as mouse movements also. Just have a look on this. Just click on record. Go to automation, analog recording. Just select where you want to do analog recording. I want to do analog recording on the fax order number 5. Now start analog recording. Yes. Enter the name. This is what using a keyboard I am entering the name. Keyboard operations. I am clicking on this checkbox send with signature. This is my mouse clicks. So this is my mouse movement. Kiran Kumar K. Okay. And just click on send. Now stop the test. Just stop the test. Now bring your application to the base state, else it will not run actually. Whenever you want to run it, you need to run it on the fax order number 5. So bring application to your base state and now click on run. So just have a look on this. So it even performs excellent on your mouse movements also. See here. Here? Now. So in an analog recording, it works on mouse clicks, keyboard operation as well as mouse movements, and how many transactions you may make, it will display that in a single line only. That is what the things of a standard recording. Clear? Now, let us compare the standard recording and analog recording. I'm very sorry, I'm repeating this again. So in the analog recording, it works for mouse clicks, keyboard operations and mouse movement. Analog recording. Yeah? And it will give you in a single line. Whereas in standard recording, for each transaction it will give you a separate line, but here from record to stop it will give you in a one line only. Now let's compare analog and standard and let's see which one is best. So let me do a login operation using standard recording. Just click on record. We have moved into the standard recording. Agent name, password, click on OK. Stop the test. So this the script which is generated using standard recording. Now we'll do the same task using analog recording. Insert. In the automation analog record. Just click on this login. Start analog recording. Write some agent name. Write proper password. Click on OK and stop the test. So see here, these 4 lines represent the login of standard recording. This one line represents the login for the flight window. Like yes. So this is your login screen. To log in into this application, standard recording has given 4 lines, but this has given only 1 line. So now, you know, like the advantages and disadvantages, the properties, how it works of a standard and analog. So what do you feel? Which one is best? Standard or analog? So in the standard, first thing, for every transaction, it will give a separate line. It will identify using its class, object class. It will display the class properly. And moreover, what is the next one? It works for keyboard and mouse clicks, but mouse movement will not be operated. But whereas analog, it works for mouse clicks, mouse operations, mouse movements, keyboard, everything, right? And moreover, it will give you in a single line from record to stop. Now, yes, which one is best? The first or the second one? I mean, is it standard or analog? What do you feel? Which one is best?
Is standard?
Yes?
Yeah.
Standard or
The
analog?
first one.
What is that?
Standard.
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 Why standard?
Yeah. Because you can track each and every step. So if you need to, correct anything, you can do
Perfect.
it
You can
easily.
write each step. Like if you have 100 lines of script, it will display like each line of execution. Yes? Debugging very easy. Whenever you feel anything wrong, so only that step can be edited. Yes? But whereas analog, we doesn't know what's
Yeah.
behind this, even we don't know what functionality is behind that script, right? But the only advantage is that
Yeah.
by using that we can run the mouse movements. Expect that because here, as if now I have a username called NJ, but after a few days it may change to Kiran. I can simply edit it, and if I run it, it will write as a Kiran. But that I can't do it in analog. In the analog, I don't know what the script behind this. What are the actions behind this? What are the operations behind this script? Yes. So there is no question of editing here. Like each line will be executed, line by line execution will be done. Yes. So even the debugging is very easy. Error finding is very easy. Yes. And moreover, script editing is also easy. That is what we want. Yes. So, but whereas here, if one line corrupts, the whole script will not work. Clear? Here, if problem with one line, just edit it, it starts working. It starts works, right? So that is what the advantage of your standard. Okay. So analog has a mouse movement. Yes, that standard can't do the mouse movement. So whenever we want a mouse movement, only that special case we use analog. So else where we use standard recording only. Analog will be used whenever we want a mouse movement. Yes. Next, in all the rest of the cases, we use standard only. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's see how to combine standard and analog now. Just I am clicking on record. So all these are the standard operations. Writing a agent name is a standard operation. Mercury. Click on OK. File. Open order. Open some order number. File. Fax order. All these are the standard operations. Only the signature part I need to do it as an analog. So now from the standard we can move into the analog, right? So go to automation, click on analog recording, click on the hand symbol and select on which application you are working. You are going to work on order number 5. Select the order number 5 and start analog recording. So just do the mouse movements here. After that, simply we need to come back to the standard again. So that doesn't happen. From the analog, we can't move back to the standard. From the standard, we can go to the analog, but from the analog, we can't move back to the standard. So simply, you need to click on stop and start the recording again. Yes. So if you start the recording in the sense, indirectly or directly, we have moved into the standard recording only. Just click on send. And whenever you feel it's done, just click on stop. So now have combined it analog and standard. So this line 12 represents analog recording. Yes, window of flight reservation, window of fax order number 5 dot run analog track 6. So this represents I have made some analog operations here. So now let's run the test. To run the test, we need to open the application from the base state because I have a login code over there. So to perform that login code, I need to have application on the screen. So this is my application on the screen. I'm running it. So I have commanded both. So wherever needed, only that part will move for the analog. So rest everything will be in a standard mode. That is what I am going to say. Perfectly. Everything has been successfully executed. The combination of analog and standard. As simple as that. Now, the next and the final one what we have is low level recording. Low level recording, the last one. Low level recording. So basically low level recording is not entered in any organization. Why? Because it displays the information that we are working on an unsupported environment. It will give you a feel that we are working on an unsupported environment. So what does the unsupported environment means? Just I will show you that. Let me click on record. Even analog is also low level is not a default one. We need to select it separately. Click on automation. Go to low level recording. So just perform the activity. I'm trying to write the agent name. I'm trying to write the password. I'm trying to click on OK button. Five. Open order. Some order number 5. Click OK. See here? Some script is getting generated over there actually. Fax order. So just click on fax. Send. Just stop the test. Just have a look on the screen. Just compare this. So this is made of standard. So anyways, we have a one line of analog in that. So anyways, so this is what the standard and this is what the low level. What is the difference? See here it says win edit, win button. But what it says win object, 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 win object. So it just saying that as a win object. It is not properly giving me the information like what type of object it is, right? It is just saying it as a win object. What type of object? What is the class of it? Whether it's a checkbox or whether it's an edit box, whether it is a button, it's not giving out that. It's just saying it is a Windows object. But what sort of Windows object it is? What is the class of it? It is not displaying. It's giving you information that, or else it's displaying in such a way that we are working on an unsupported environment. It is not properly identifying the object's class. Yes, it is just saying that a win object. So it looks like we are working on an unsupported environment. And here it is saying something called 48,4. So if this is the password, so there is no 48,4 or nothing else here. Yes. So here click 12,7. So here no value we have 7,8, 5,9, 28,8. So we have some numerical values in your low level recording. It's nothing but the x and y axis of your object. If there is an object on the AUT, the object will have a coordinates, right? X and y axis, the coordinates. The coordinates it captures. So by using that coordinates, it will try to identify the objects, but that is not a proper mechanism actually. It should identify the objects using its class. I mean, say it should display the class, whether it's working on button or whether it's working on edit box, that should be given. So that is not giving up by your low level recording. So that's the reason low level recording is completely prohibited from the organization. So like this, we have 3 types of recording modes, but basically we use standard recording mode. But before concluding the recording things, I want to let you know one thing, like basically in the organization, we'll be not using any type of recording modes. Recording modes are not entertained in any organization. Recording is not at all permitted in any organization. Yeah. So what is the disadvantages of recording? Because if you record, we are getting the script. But why? Why we are prohibiting it? Why we have stopped using the record operations? What are the limitations of it? Yes, that we'll understand it as we move into the subject. As we start writing the script, then obviously by self-learning we'll be knowing that why the record is completely prohibited. The only thing is the reusability concept will not work if it is a recording. Yes, if you want to test an application 10 times, you have a 10 set of username and password, and if you want to test application 10 times, then you need to record 10 times. Yes, that is not the proper idea. So your script should be such a way that you need to write it only once and execute it 10 times. That should be the way. So that we'll see it as we move into the subject. I guess it's too early to discuss about that. Okay, so these are the recording modes what we have. Okay, so today we'll close this here. Now, before closing it, have you downloaded that software, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Have you people unzipped
No,
it?
not yet. I'll do it.
Okay. Have you people unzipped it?